What's going on? Vincent Rapisardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com. In this video, I want to talk about Ross Cockrell. I just did a video on Ross Cockrell last night, and I was telling you how great of a move it was, how I predicted it, how I've been telling the Giants for 5 months to go ahead and sign Ross Cockrell, and they did, and it's a great move. Well, the deal has fallen through, and Ross Cockrell will not be a Giant. I jinxed the move. He won't be a Giant. This is a big missed opportunity for the Giants. A good football player. Last year, passer rating around 68, completion percentage around 55, 1 touchdown allowed, 11 starts, reliable, veteran, productive cornerback, and that's tough to find at this point in the off-season-ish training camp. It's tough to find at this point in the season or in the year to find a player at a position like cornerback. Cornerback, not an easy position to find good players at. Ross Cockrell is a good player, so missed opportunity. But I will say this. Tramon Williams is a guy I think the Giants should go ahead and take a look at. He played under Patrick Graham in 2018, so there's some familiarity there. And last year, Williams played for the Green Bay Packers, 79 passer rating, completion percentage around 58%, 2 touchdowns allowed, not bad. And I know some people are like, okay, he's old, he's like 37, why would you do that? Look, it's a stopgap option. It's the same as Ross Cockrell was. It's a one-year thing. And right now, DeAndre Baker, he won't be playing for the Giants. Sam Beal opted out, so you're thin, and you need a veteran option, and you need a veteran option who you can actually trust to start and at least be somewhat productive. And my thing with Cockrell, same thing with Williams, is that because they're likely going to sign a one-year deal, whether with the Giants or with another team, or maybe not at all, whatever it might be, but most likely a one-year deal, not going to get paid much, you're not in a position where you're forced to play them, right? If they had signed Cockrell, they wouldn't be forced to play him because he's probably not going to get paid much. It's going to be a one-year deal. Same thing with Tramon Williams. He's probably going to sign a one-year deal with a team, and it's probably not going to get paid much. So if you need to play Julian Love or start Julian Love, you can do it. It's not a big deal. If you need to start Darnay Holmes, you can do it. It's not a big deal. So that's what I'm saying with these signings, why a one-year veteran player, at least you have depth, at least you have a guy that you can trust to start and at least hold his own. So I would go with Tramon Williams. He's more of a prototypical outside perimeter corner. I know a lot of people want Logan Ryan, but Logan Ryan's more of like a slot corner. He's more of like a nickel corner. So I would say Tramon Williams makes more sense at this point because Julian Love and Darnay Holmes can play that slot corner position, like right away, most likely. The outside perimeter corner spot is where the questions kind of are, right? Can Julian Love or Darnay Holmes play the outside perimeter corner position in the NFL? Maybe they could, but it's just a question we don't really know yet, and it's obviously known to be a tougher position being out on kind of an island or being out on the perimeter against, fast, big wide receivers. So that's all I got on this. I just wanted to talk about this because I literally just did a video on Ross Cockrell, and now the deal has fallen through. So Tramon Williams would be the guy that I would go ahead if I were the Giants. They need to sign a veteran corner. Dave Gettleman has to. He has to sign a veteran cornerback. Also, just a side note, I tried out the Twitter, the hidden replies thing, right? So I never even noticed this option, but I tried it out on Twitter today, and this has nothing to do with Tramon Williams. But I tried out the no reply thing where people can't reply unless you at them or whatever it is. And I'm like, okay, I'll put out a tweet. Why not? See how it is, see how it goes. I don't know, maybe it's cool, maybe it's not. And then people are like, you're too scared because you don't want people to reply. You know how many tweets I put out here? Many of them not very popular opinions, although they're backed up with facts. They're mostly statistical, unbiased tweets, but a lot of people don't take it that way. They just think I'm either leaning one side or a hater or whatever it is. But I try it out, and people are like, you're too scared for the replies. You really think at this point I care about the replies? You know how many mean, nasty replies I've gotten, quote tweets? It gets crazy out there in Twitter. If you think I'm afraid because of replies on a tweet about Dave Gettleman, I guess you don't follow me because I put out a lot of content like that where people quote tweet me, disagree with me, talk bad about me all the time. I don't think one tweet turning off a reply and one Dave Gettleman tweet is all of a sudden, me running away from the replies or people who disagree with me. I actually, look, this is a point I've made many times. I do not care if you disagree with me. I love when people disagree because we can we can have a conversation about it. I like when people disagree and we can have a conversation. But it's tough to find that on Twitter. Most people just want to make you look stupid or be a troll or make fun of you. And it's like, there was one Giant fan specifically who called me out one time and said, look, you block people who don't agree with you, or you're sarcastic or this or that. And I'm like, okay, let's have a debate. Let's just have a debate about whatever. I forgot what I think it was about DeAndre Baker. And it was actually a good debate. And at the end, he's like, oh, actually, my opinion on you has changed. Okay, you do want to have good debates, and you are respectful about it, and I am. But here's the other thing, okay? If you're going to come at me as a Twitter troll, and I rarely ever respond to them, but if you come at me, okay, as a troll, and you're trolling, and I respond, don't be butthurt if my response is nasty in return, okay? You started it, right? If you start a conversation and you're belittling or you're being nasty to somebody, and then they respond with something nasty back, don't get butthurt. Look, if you want to start the conversation, let's go. You put it out there, you started. I didn't respond to you. So that's just a little side thing, a little Twitter thing I needed to talk about. Really quick. So that's all I got. Vince Rappisardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Vince Rappisardi, where I like good debates, respectful ones. Unless you start trolling, I may respond, and I don't know. But follow me on Twitter at Vince Rappisardi. I have a podcast, Big Blue Unbiased Podcast. And that's really it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you again, Vince Rappisardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com.